Just take a minute and stop, bro. Listen to me. You are a lazy sack of shit. When is enough going to be enough? When are you going to stop and take the slightest bit of action in real life towards being successful? Tomorrow, I bet, like we all say, oh, I'm just going to start fresh tomorrow. Don't worry about today. I'm just going to start fresh tomorrow and everything will be fine. And then I'll go from there. Over and over again, day after day, week after week, year after year, you're stuck in this cycle until eventually you do take action or you just give up completely. The amount of self-help, money making, business videos on YouTube are endless. I remember just a few years ago, I'd sit on YouTube for hours every single day watching these exact videos, learning about all sorts of stuff. This was the way that I justified to myself that I was actually doing something productive while I sit on my ass in a slouch position, eating chips or some shit, like a little bitch for hours. I had aspirations of getting bigger, getting stronger, creating a business, learning to fight. I had dreams of being successful, but they were all just a pipe dream, some shit that I made up in my head to make myself feel better. It is really, really not that hard to even take the slightest bit of action towards your goals. It might seem scary, you might be worried about what other people think about what you're doing, and I totally get that. You might be worried that your video or your podcast isn't good enough to upload. Or maybe you've been planning some perfect launch for the past 2 months or some shit. All of this is just a story that you made up in your head to justify why you haven't started yet. I was once like this. I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I wanted to become successful, but I was terrible behind the camera. I couldn't speak to another human being in real life, let alone a camera. I'll show you what my first video looked like. Here it is. So stick around. If you like it, let me know in the comments. If you don't, let me know. Look like shit, right? What a stuttering little bitch. But you know what? I posted that video anyway, but nothing came of it, maybe 20 views or so. But as time went on, I became so much more comfortable behind the camera. I got better bit by bit. I worked on my lighting. I worked on the camera setup. I worked on the audio setup. I worked on my presence into what it is today. And even though I'm still working on it every single day, I am miles ahead of where I would have been if I never started. I am multiple steps closer to what I want because I bit the bullet and I uploaded that video regardless of what other people thought. This is your sign to wake up and actually do what you say you're going to do. You realize that every single time you promise something to yourself and then back out on that promise, your word as a man or as a woman means less and less and less, and you're less likely to do anything with your life. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse, bro. And understand, if you're not taking any action, you're just going to become like every single other person walking around. These bitter adults that are filled with regret and hate their life because they once had things that they wanted to achieve, but they procrastinated themselves all the way into their adolescence and became the negative human beings that they are today. Don't be like everyone else. Be the outlier. Be successful. Put your shit on, bro, because you've got work to do.